Evolution of K-pop panel. Thank you so much. I know it's a little early to be talking about K-pop. My name is Casey. I've been into K-pop since 2006. My first band was Dongban Shinki. Anyone bands out there? Okay, that was my first love. But recently I've been more into B1A4. Yeah. Anyone else know? So those are my bands.
I'm Karina. We ran this panel last year, and my first band was Shinhwa back in 2000. So I've been a K-pop fan for about 13 years now. Recently I've gone to EXO. I like all of entertainment sport groups. So that's me.
I'm Monica. Hi. I got into K-pop in 2009 with DBSK's Neurotic. I think my bias groups right now are BAP, Bach B, and Big Bang.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Emery. I got into DBSK like 2010 because of balloons. I don't know. But right now, I'm a pretty good balance of baby and exotic. So.
All right, so let's get started.
On the evolution of K-pop. So we're going to be covering from the 90s K-pop to the present and seeing how things have changed and go over some major bands. So we'll go over the 90s first. Now the 1990s was kind of the birth decade of K-pop. During this time, new forms of music such as pop, R&B, and I guess more of the electronica dance, hip-hop was all becoming popular with the younger generation. But before this time, trot music was seen as the popular thing at the time. But at the 90s, you will see as we go through the bands, a lot of different companies were starting to form and see that the younger generation wanted something different compared to that of the older generation. And a lot of companies were seeing that it was pretty profitable to market these new idol groups to a younger audience and a younger generation. And we'll see that with some of the bands that we'll go over. Alright, we're going to start with Taeji and Boy's most famous song, Nan Arayo. Technical difficulties here. It's hard to find good quality in these videos, it's just more than you. So what you just heard was Nan Arayo. This is considered the first major K-pop song ever. And the reason why is that it features, as you guys saw, rap. And before this song, most South Koreans had never heard rap in their own native language. So this was one of the first songs in K-pop that featured rap music. It was so popular, so different from the trot music that many people had heard before, and did so well that it was on the Billboard charts for a good 17 weeks straight as the #1 song, and was only broken by the song Big Bang Lies later on. So it was there for a pretty long time, and they did extremely well, but unfortunately in 1996 they decided to retire, but I believe his name is Young Hyun-guk. He is actually the creator of the company YG Entertainment, who is one of the major K-pop, it's one of the major K-pop companies here right now. So he was originally in this band before he created such a large company that is very well known for very talented artists. Next band is Turbo. Love Is. Yay! actually synced up with the idea of the first dance music in South Korea. They were extremely popular. They consisted of two members. I think it was Kim Jong-wook and Kim Jun-nam. And unfortunately, Kim Jun-nam left the duo due to management issues, and you'll see this is a very familiar theme throughout K-pop, leaving because your management sucks. And this is what happened with them. So in order to get a new partner, they had a competition. There were over 3,500 participants in this competition to get a new partner. And the guy who won out was a guy named Mikey, who was actually from California, a Korean American. And he joined the duo. They were extremely successful. Unfortunately, they had a couple issues. Like many bands, their song Cyber Lover was deemed inappropriate for certain language themes. Their song Tonight was extremely violent, deemed by the government and censored quite a bit. And even Kim Jun-nam, he was supposed to bow at one of the, concerts that they had in South Korea. He refused to bow because he was having issues. And a lot of politicians in South Korea called him out for that. But despite all these issues, all of their albums sold over 1 million copies each. So they were quite popular at the time. Okay, now we're going to do the sections. Roll Climber. All these are very 90s, just letting you know. Alright, Sekis. They were a very popular K-pop boy band at the time. As you can see, there are 6 members. Their name literally means in German, 6 crystals. And they were very popular. They were formed under DSP Entertainment. But unfortunately, DSP, as you will see through this presentation, is not very well known for keeping artists together after 5 years or more. They have a hard time, and unfortunately the group broke up due to management issues.
Holy crap, his hair.
Most iconic, famous K-pop idol groups of all time. They began in 1986 with SM Entertainment, and then their name stands for High Five of Teenagers. So they basically led the K-pop boy band wave. All the other K-pop boy bands after them have covered this particular song, We Are the Future, notably SHINee, EXO, Teen Top. So they disbanded in 2001. There's rumors of financial issues with SM, but now each member has maintained their solo debuts. Kangta is now a high-ranking executive in SM. Tony came back with JTL 3 years ago, but then they've since disbanded, so they're doing variety shows, and Heejun also made a comeback last month. My next group is...
Oh my God! Oh yeah, that's yes, here, nice.
우리 우리랑 머리 하나 같은 꿈
fans received Eugene's shoes, so each of the members. Their album Love sold almost 1 million copies back in Korea, so that's really big for back in the day. They broke up in 2002, but they still maintain popularity as individuals. Eugene acts in 100 Years Inheritance. She was pregnant with her second baby. Ba is active in variety shows and dramas and MCs. And our next group is really
Their name means Fin, killing liberty. Fin is end in French, so basically ending, killing liberty, so that's their kind of title for this group. They're a very popular K-pop group at the time. They were owned by, I believe it was DSP Entertainment, and as we said before, DSP has very bad issues with their groups. But during their time, they remained pretty popular. They definitely had some cutesy things going on, but they were actually known for more of an R&B ballad style later as well. Unfortunately, the group did break up, but some of the members are doing very well individually right now.
G.O.D is a popular K-pop band with many hits. They were from 1999 to 2005 and were previously under JYP. They consist of 5 groups, and their album Chapter 4 World sold about 1.5 to 2 million copies. They also had a tour in South Korea with over 100 locations, and they all sold out, and they all had different leads. So G.O.D stands for Group Overdose, and they primarily do R&B and dance music. And many of the new K-pop bands usually do covers of their songs too, so they're very well known.
Who saw them at Korean Music Festival?
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody? Oh, they're really good, actually, even today.
All right, next is B.
Baby Box, I guess, as you can see it. Their name means Baby Voices with Expression. They were a very popular K-pop girl band, and they were the main competitors or rivals against SES and Fanime. And they had a lot of different members come in and out. They changed members throughout the years. And while they were very popular, they started out with a cutesy image. They also did the more sexy, provocative image. In fact, in their 6th album, they showed a large amount of provocative photos that shocked the public quite a bit. And they even made it to a 7th album, which, by the way, we don't know is very rare for a K-pop idol to make it to a 7th album. And when they did, it featured Tupac and Jennifer Lopez. And the funny thing is they wanted to showcase them by going on an American tour in the US. But because Tupac's his rap portion was done while he was in jail, his mom protested it being used for the tour, and they had to put their US tour to a halt. There was also some issues because rumor has it that there was some drama between the older and the younger members. But despite all these issues, they were the longest lasting girl band of all time until Jewelry broke their record in 2010.
Running boy group of all time, 14 years and running, actually 15 years now, 2013. So they've gone through so many changes through the past years, and now they debuted in 1988 with SM, they joined Good Entertainment, and now they formed their own company called Xinhua Company. So two of the members have lived in Southern California, and many of the members have their own successful solo projects. In between comebacks, and now they've just recently released their 11th album. And 11 albums is really good for a K-pop boy band. So look out for them on the music shows because they are sweeping charts and winning many awards.
They actually stay together. That's the amazing part.
They debuted in 1989 with SM Entertainment, so they're one of the first R&B ballad duos. So Brian's actually from SoCal, Kwani is actually a really popular R&B singer, so right now they are currently doing solo projects, but during like the 10 years of SM Entertainment, they've released many ballads, and definitely a change to the boy band image.
So that was the 90s. Now we're on to the year 2000. So this decade saw a lot of different changes going on.
So especially expanding into Japan. So BoA, TVXQ, led the K-pop gateway into Japan. A lot of the fashion styles changed. So no more
90s style. Yeah.
And it's the beginning of the sasaeng fans, or fan clubs, fan
clubs, extreme fans, and also more sexy images than before. It was kind of the decade where K-pop was no longer in South Korea. It started to expand more into Asia in particular as well.
She has many singles, albums under her belt. She started when she was 14, now she's 27. So she originally did not audition to be a K-pop star. She accompanied her older brother to an SM audition, and SM thought she was perfect to be a K-pop idol. And so she debuted at the age of 14. At 16, she went to Japan. She flew in Japanese. She was the first K-pop artist to perform at Tokyo Dome. And performing at Tokyo Dome is like, you reach the height in Japan. 50,000 seats per show. Like she's sold out many, many shows. And she's probably one of the best K-pop dancers, as you can see. Only one. She's knocking that choreography like no other. And she also performs with Yoonho, Eunhook, EXO's Bunhan, and Sehun, and Chinese Taemin. And there's
Yeah.
Had to show you.
yes.
Alright, well, Psy, before he was an international success, well, first of all, he's known for, I guess, the humorous videos, the satirical videos. He makes fun of a lot of different things. He's basically one of the comedic guys in K-pop. But before he became the success he is now, he actually was supposed to inherit his family's company. His family actually comes from a very rich background. They own a DI Corporation, a very large company in South Korea. He was supposed to inherit the company, so he decided to go to the United States. He studied at Boston University for a semester, but he decided to drop out because he liked music better and used all his money to get better at music. And he finally debuted in 2001 with a new album called Psycho, Psy from the Psycho World, I believe it's called, and that's where his name comes from. It's his first album. And from then, he had many successful hits, even though his first album was very controversial for different content in it. And he did some military service, and finally in 2010, he was going through some financial difficulty, emotional difficulty, and with the help of his wife, he signed on with YG Entertainment, which was a very good move. And in 2012, last year, his famous video, Gangnam Style, just went viral. He is in everything. He's been on so many shows. He's been on American television more than many K-pop stars, actually. And his song, Gangnam Style, has taken over the American pop culture scene, which I found very surprising, by the way. And so far, yeah, he's doing really well. He's even in the Encyclopedia Britannica. Right now.
All right, jewelry. Running girl group in all K-pop history. So they've rotated many of their members. You might remember Sonyeon, Park Jung-ah. They've now pursued solo careers. Many older fans in 30s or 40s still recognize this group. So they've been running for at least 15 years. We saw them perform at Korean Music Festival a month ago.
No?
All right. Well, they're in the same company as Zaya. And look out for them in the future because they will be coming back for more hits. since 2003 till now. He's all around talent, singing, dancing, rapping. He's also been dating actress Pamela for the past 10 years. So they're still really strong.
He's with YG Entertainment. He's one of the most successful artists in YG before other artists, of course, came along as well.
All right.